When it comes to dining, there is a beauty. And that beauty is in controlling a number of senses in the human body. You like what you see, you like what you smell, you like what you taste. And as life developed, of course, sometimes back in the day, you don't touch the food until you say the prayer. Now, you can't touch the food, we got to put it on social media. But there is a certain venture that has transformed the dining experience, and trust me, with technology. In other words, art. And art has beauty. Speaking of beauty, did you know that the Russian word for beauty is krasota? We are happy to welcome with us today Anastasia Krotova, the general manager of KRASOTA Dubai. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting. I'm super happy to be here today. And I'm so glad how you described basically the hospitality and KRASOTA, the restaurant, because we do trying to touch all five of human senses during dining experience.
That's a very interesting way, of course, to get undivided attention and to innovate in such a common daily nature in human beings. But let me take it this way. Now, innovative strategies in dining experiences. How does it contribute to make a restaurant stand out?
We all now, I think, every day facing innovations almost everywhere, and we cannot just close the eyes that it's coming, it's going to be part of our daily life. We just decided to go a little bit further and already now understand how we can use AI, for example, during the dinner, and making out of this not just a dinner with AI, but making it as an experience. So, for example, there are a lot of restaurants trying to put new technologies as a decorations, but it's another part because decorations not interacting with the guests. You just can see and enjoy what you see. But another question is how you integrate technologies, innovations, AI, into experience. So, for example, we did integrate AI that our guests during the whole dinner, they can interact with it. For example, it's allowed to the guest be inside of the scene, for example, underwater world. We have this scene in one of the show, it's Imaginary Future, and it's name Underwater World. So just imagine that in the future, people will discover the sea, under the sea, and will urbanize it. And maybe in the beginning, it will be destination for travels, and maybe in the future, afterwards, people would like to live there because probably it fits them more than on land. And in this case, AI helping us to really put our guests under the water. First of all, it's the sound design, then plus all the projection on the walls, what we have, plus guests can touch the table with flying around fish and jellyfishes. They can basically touch it and it will react on their hands.
Ooh.
So, and the guest in that moment feel it. So they're forgetting, all our guests forgetting their worries, what they had during the day. They're forgetting that they actually now having a dinner. They just enjoying the moment. They're playing. It's what is we did it when last time when we was in the childhood, so its memories also coming back. Also, it's touch. It's one of the human senses, right?
Yes.
Then they see around the content what we have. Then they hear the sound, and already the last touch, which is explosion, as an explosion for the emotions, is a taste of food.
You know, when someone comes and describes a restaurant, describes a certain type of food, and you go like, man, you've made me hungry. Right now, you've created a new concept, which is an appetite for innovation. Everything you've just said right now, my mind is hungry to see it in real life. But here's a question.
Yeah.
There are two types of people. There are those who are so much into technology, and there are those who are like, I don't know how to use that. How do I unlock my screen? They're away from it. This experience helps a lot of people not only incorporate technology in a dining experience, but tell me, what strategy do you use to have people accept inserting that into the equation?
Basically, all the innovations, I believe that you understand the same way, that it's lack of personality, right? A lack of feelings, emotions, and everything. So our hard task was to balance the technology and hospitality in general, because hospitality is everything about the people and for people, right? It's special care, special attention. And when we're talking about the new technologies, how we can use it to personalize the service better, to make feel the guest very special. Like very easy, actually. For example, designing by AI special menu for the mood of the guest. We don't do it, but as an idea, like somebody can use it.
Of course.
Then, so what we trying to do, we're combining the new technology. It's like something new, right? With the old way of hospitality. It's when the personalization is very important. So for 20 guests, we have 10 waiters. So each waiter for 2 guests. So it's very personalized, and every waiter doing a storytelling. So explaining for the guest what is behind of them on the walls. I mean, what the type of dish they have. They're asking the guests questions. The storytelling. So, and combining the personal touch of waiters with their storytelling, plus all these AI technologies, projection, it's making the guest balanced. If you would not use storytelling, then the guest will feel cold, that he is just surrounded by machines, and warmth will come just from the dish. But because we have this personal touch, which is starting even from the time when you're trying to book the restaurant, because it will be a special person who's gonna approach you until the end. And you know that there is a definition for the restaurants, and for example, the first word I would say about Krasota, that it's a restaurant storyteller. And the best ever feedback review from the guest I received, it's the lady, and I asked her, how was your experience? And she was silent for a second, and then she said, I'm full here and I'm full here. And it's probably the best what we can receive.
Yep.
Because this is what we target.
Food for the body, food for the mind.
Exactly.
Obviously, with all of these results, it comes from a well-planned innovation strategy. My question to you is, what is one word or sentence that describes innovation in your brand?
In one word.
Or sentence.
Okay, I would say that we're trying to make not just dining for food, but as a gastronomic elevated experience. Gastronomic trip. Oh, like this, gastronomic trip, actually, yes. I would say like this.
It's a journey for the diner and a journey for the food and for the mind. Miss Anastasia, thank you very much. And you said Krasota means beauty. I think this picture is going to be Krasota. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's just like that, but what do you think?
Oh, nice. Thank you.
There you go. It's been an honor.